Hi everyone, I'm Marc, the spiritual advisor for Marc Healing Arts. I'm so glad to see everyone here today, once again. And today's topic is, and I think everyone's going to love this topic, is how do I stop worrying? So we're going to go into that. But let's get started. I have 5 piles of cards here, each one paired with a unique succulent plant. This is pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick the pile of cards with the plant that you feel pulled to. To see your reading, skip to the timestamp, listen to the description box below. Okay, here we go. Pick your card number 1. How do I stop worrying? The first card I got here for you is, and this is a really good thing to hear, is to get grounded. To get grounded. You need to get grounded. That means, when you're worrying, you don't feel stable, you feel off course, you don't feel yourself. So you want to get yourself grounded. Best way to get yourself grounded is have a seat. Do a little breath work, and just sit there in the chair and just close your eyes and just do a little breathing exercise work to get yourself grounded. Your breath is very powerful. And when you do a lot of breathing, you can feel it. You can relax. Now, slow, deep breathing. Okay, so the first thing your angels are telling me, you need to get grounded to stop worrying. That's one of the ways, okay? But remember, to get yourself grounded. Breath work is really recommended, as well as closing your eyes. But remember, slow breath work. To leave. The next card I got here for you is to leave. Another way of saying when you're taking chances in life, like a business, or you're dealing with a relationship, you don't know where it's going to go. Surrender to it. Release it. Trust it. And let it flow. That's how also you could stop worrying. That you just want to take that leap of faith and move forward. And knowing that things are going to work out. But you got to take the first step by taking that chance and taking that shot. You could be saying, well, I don't know if I'm worrying about this. It's really funny is when I first started dating, this is, of course, years back, that I was always worried about what am I going to say on my first date? Or am I going to make the right impression? Or am I going to do the right thing? And then I said to myself, surrender to it, release it, and trust it. And be yourself. That's what the card is telling you here. The leap is to be yourself. So to get grounded, to get yourself more relaxed. So you can feel stable again. But to take a chance in that leap of faith. You don't know where that's going to get you if you don't take the shot. But you have to surrender to it too. That's what your angels are telling me here to tell you. Now, the next card I got here for you is the crumbling. The crumbling. That means you feel like everything's falling apart in front of you. You can't handle it. You're all over the place. And what do? You go, oh my God, everything's falling apart. And look how this associates with get grounded. Surrender. Again, get grounded. Surrender. Because everything's crumbling and you don't know what to do. But things will work out. But you have to calm yourself down and do one thing at a time. That's a big thing here also. Doing one task at a time and believe what you're doing and move forward with that. So when things feel like they're falling apart, take one thing at a time. So keep that in mind. Because the other way, you're going to be all over the place and then you're going to be unstable. You're not going to be able to surrender or release it because you're going to be all over the place. So remember, when things are falling apart, take one task at a time to stop worrying. I don't care if you have to have a visual chartboard and write everything that you need to write down. So this way you don't worry so much in your head, you're looking at the paper instead. The initiation card. The initiation card. Tell me to tell you that you got to start somewhere. If you don't start here, you're going to start there. Where are you going? You got to start somewhere. So dealing with taking one task at a time. Remember I told you with the crumbling card? Instead of everything falling apart in front of you? The niche is if you take one thing at a time, but you got to start somewhere. So you have to have a game plan on how to work things out. Everything you're worried about, write it down. And start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. Because if you just out of a whim, just do whatever, it's not going to work the way you want. And then you're always going to constantly be worried. So writing things down is a good idea, but also you got to start somewhere. Because if you don't start anywhere, how are you going to move forward? So they're saying you have to start, you got to make some goals and follow through them. And by taking one task at a time, right, and surrendering and getting grounded so you could think clear and you could feel stable once again. It's all you're going to do about stop worrying so much. I got the card for you. It's the mirror card. The mirror card. And this card is telling me to tell you, look at the reflection of the image like looking in the mirror. How do you feel about yourself? Are you doing what it takes to stop worrying, or you're constantly worrying and you continue on doing it? I don't know about you, but if you look in the mirror and you see yourself smiling, then you can see the reflection of you being happy. And now you have your worrying under control. Instead of worrying all the time, you've mastered it. So you'll see that smile on your face. So that means you did what you needed to do to stop worrying. So keep all this in mind. To get grounded, surrender and release, taking one task at a time. And you got to start somewhere. But in the long run, the end result, because you have all this under control by doing all the stuff to stop you from worrying, you could then put a smile on your face and say, I did it. I accomplished it. And that's how you stop worrying. Everyone, just remember to be loving to yourself, caring to yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. And take one step at a time. This is how we can control worrying so much. A little worrying is normal. But remember to really take care of yourself, love yourself, and enjoy life. I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor from Marc Healing Arts. If you ever need my help, or if you need my further help, go to my website, marchealingarts.com. That's M-A-R-C, marchealingarts.com. So this way, I could help you further. I also do spiritual coaching, readings, healings, etc. So I have so many different ways that I could help you. Next time, when I do see you, that I'm really looking forward to see everyone. The next topic is, why do I attract negativity? I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor from Marc Healing Arts. Have a beautiful day. Blessings and love to all. Okay, here we go. Pick a card number 2. How do I stop worrying? First thing is the Council of Light. First card I got for you is the Council of Light. Well, it's a good idea. It's a good idea to stop worrying is you need to talk to someone. You need to let them help you, guide you, and direct you. So you can call on, it doesn't always have to be a person, but this is like a group of angels. You could call upon them to help you calm down, relax, because you have to get your mind straight. If you don't get your mind straight, you could be all over the place. So call the Council of Light. The Council of Light will help you through your difficulties just by asking them, just praying to them. Because this way, if you pray to them and you talk to them, they'll make you feel better, so you stop worrying so much. But you got to communicate with them, and when you get messages regarding that, you got to listen to them and you got to follow through with it. So they're telling you how to stop worrying and they're counseling you, listen to them. But remember, for you, it's the Council of Light. They're here to guide you, support you, and direct you in your needs. You got a lot here going on here. Keepers of the earth. Keepers of the earth. So what does that mean? Well, the nice breakdown here is you have angels on the other side to protect you, and you have people on the earth, act like angels, are here to protect you. So keep that in mind. So you have two sources to help you through how you should stop worrying. So ask them for help. People on the earth, angels on the other side. Okay, it's that simple. So, because it looks like you need guidance and support. By you holding things in, sometimes when you talk to people, it makes you feel better. So you stop worrying, because you can ask ideas on, how do I handle this subject? How do I handle that subject? How do I handle this subject? Okay. So you have people on the earth and angels on the other side. When you're dealing with situations like I did with my business venture, I was worried about, oh my God, what happens if it doesn't work? And how do I work through it? And what's going to be the next step? And what do I do with it? But sometimes you got to release, well, not even sometimes, a lot of the times, you got to release, surrender to it, and have faith and trust in it. Because if you don't have faith and trust in it, and you don't surrender to it and release it, how are you going to stop worrying? So for me, I have faith and trust in it. You do what you need to do, put your energy in that, and then move forward. Because when you do that, you put your energy and time into doing your thing instead of worrying about things so much. Another way how you can stop worrying. Put things down on paper, whatever you need to do to get it out of your head, and work through them and put your energy and time into that. Remember, so there's help here, and here's a little tool for you, how you can stop worrying. Next card I got for you is the boundaries. The boundaries. That means you got to know how far to go on everything you deal with in life, in relationship. You don't want to go over and doing things to the point of it could cause annoyance or imbalance. You got to know your boundaries on how to work in the relationship, how to work at your job, how to deal with yourself. These are boundaries. These are telling you, this is how far you can go with it. Don't drive yourself crazy over it, but work through it. So it really comes down to really start to know yourself more. This way you can stop the worrying, because then you can say to yourself, why do I keep on worrying and keep on thinking about it? It's because you're not putting things down. You're now working through them. Instead, you're worried about the problem, but you're now resolving it. That's a big key word, is to resolve it. Here's another thing here for you, is to trust your path. Trust your path. So when you're doing things, You have to trust it. If you don't trust it, and surrender to it, and know how far you should go with it, how do you stop worrying? So the boundaries is telling me how far should you go with it, each thing, and trust your path. That means whatever you're doing, just keep on pursuing it. Stop worrying about it. And it could be your path in a relationship. It could be a path within yourself. It could be dealing with a business, a travel plan, whatever it is. Trust it. If your heart's telling you, follow your heart so you stop worrying and trust it. And then dealing with, and guess what? Here's the protection card. The protection card. And what is the protection card telling you? You have protection around you, so you'll be okay. So don't worry so much, because you have protection from the angels and guides, even loved ones. So you're not alone at this. So work through it. Look how much help you have. Angels on the other side, people on the earth, dealing with the boundaries. How far should you go, so you know your limitations on how far you should go with each thing. Trust it and surrender and release it, knowing you're on the right path. And whatever it is in your mind, knowing that you're being protected by the angels and guides and loved ones. So you're always being protected, so you're not alone. And you work through all this. This is how you stop worrying. Everyone, just remember to be loving to yourself, caring to yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. And take one step at a time. This is how we can control worrying so much. A little worrying is normal. But remember to really take care of yourself, love yourself, and enjoy life. I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts. If you ever need my help, or if you need my further help, go to my website, marchealingarts.com. That's M-A-R-C, marchealingarts.com. So this way, I can help you further. I also do spiritual coaching, readings, healings, etc. So I have so many different ways that I could help you. Next time, when I do see you, that I'm really looking forward to see everyone. The next topic is, why do I attract negativity? I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts. Have a beautiful day. Blessings and love to all. Okay, here we go. Pick a card. Number 3. How do I stop worrying? I'm laughing because the first card I got for you is you're already doing it. So you already have it planned in your mind on knowing how to do it. It's just following through and continue on doing it. But they're saying, okay, you took the first step, but you still need to move forward to get you to stop worrying. You have to get it more under control. So partly you are doing it. You are on the right track. It's just knowing how to follow through with it so you stop the worrying. Because as we continue on worrying, it doesn't accomplish anything. Of all things, it just makes our life more miserable. So you're already doing it. So don't worry. That's the first step on how to stop worrying. You make the goal, or you're working toward the direction, but keep on moving to the direction. But we're going to go into that, explain to you how, so you could accomplish this. This is good. Next card is no. What does that mean? No. It means that it's not saying don't do it, definitely not. Just keep on worrying. No. It's saying no. Think about it. Put it in a logic sense for you so you could know how to perform it, to stop worrying. So all the things that you worry about, write it on paper. And learn ways to solve it instead of worrying so much about it. So when they're saying no, that doesn't mean not to do it. That means to hesitate. Like no, like pause. And think about, how will I plan this out? Well, I know what my worries are, so I'll write them down. But then we got to put our energies in knowing how to resolve each one. But writing it down would be a good idea, so you get it out of your head. So remember, pause before you think about how to work through it, and work through it. Because if you work through it, then you resolve it. If you resolve it, that's a good way to stop worrying. But think about this. You're starting, you already been doing it. You just have to plan it out properly so you fulfill it and you complete it and you can feel better about yourself. So keep that in mind. Next card I got here for you is the Unbound. Unbound. That means not to restrain yourself, not to restrict yourself. That means to do things in a loose kind of a way, but don't be restrained about it, or don't be too serious or too strict. That means don't allow it to be one way of doing it. There's many different ways, so don't unbound yourself in one way. Try different ways of doing techniques so you can stop worrying. So don't limit yourself and don't do it just one way. Do many different ways that works for you so you can stop this worrying. What you feel comfortable with. Because the other way, if you do it one way and it doesn't work and you give up on it, how are you moving forward? How are you stopping the worry? You can't. So remember to pause first, think about it, and make a set plan, because you are already doing it. You have to just be more thorough with it. Writing things down is a good idea. And then you're not being one way of doing things. Try different ways when you're writing things down on how to resolve it so you can stop worrying. Sisterhood of the Rose. Sisterhood of the Rose. So it's actually saying to you that you could be connected with the female energy. And it doesn't always have to be women. It could be male. Male sometimes have strong feminine energy, but it's almost like they're guiding in the direction of, if you need help and guidance, the female species, you'll have more energy and it'll surge more, that you'll go and they'll help you more than the male energy. Too much male energies could be too overwhelming for you. So you want to look for that feminine energy where they can guide you and direct you. It could be women themselves, or it could be a man could have more feminine energy as well. So it could be a male, female that could help you. But you want that feminine energy to be very emotionally supportive toward your needs, because you're going through a concerned period right now on knowing how to stop worrying and how to work things out. So don't get strict with yourself. Try different ways of doing things, as well as find people on the earth that help you, that has more feminine energy, that could be emotionally supportive toward your needs to help you through this tough times that you're going through. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. That means when you're doing this, you want to feel that you're going in the right direction. So part of it, you have to have faith and trust in it. Part of it, you have to surrender to it. And part of it, you want to go with the flow. So you can stop worrying, because you're saying to yourself, okay, I'm doing this and I know I'm in the right direction, so I'm going to keep on moving forward. I know it's right because it's going to work out. And the only way I know it's going to work out, I have to trust it. So keep in mind, you are heading in the right direction. Think about it before you do it. So planning's involved to stop worrying. Don't be so hard on yourself. Have fun with it. Have fun with it and go for it. And write things down so that you can see what you're doing to work things out. Remember, anyone that's looking to help you, they need to have more feminine energies. That's very important for you to help you stop worrying. They can guide you and direct you. You need that warmness, that caring, that nurturing aspect of that person. And trust it. Surrender, release. You do all that, that's how you stop worrying. Everyone, just remember to be loving to yourself, caring to yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. And take one step at a time. This is how we can control worrying so much. A little worrying is normal. But remember to really take care of yourself, love yourself, and enjoy life. I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts. If you ever need my help, or if you need my further help, go to my website, marchealingarts.com. That's M-A-R-C, marchealingarts.com. So this way, I can help you further. I also do spiritual coaching, readings, healings, etc. So I have so many different ways that I could help you. Next time, when I do see you, that I'm really looking forward to see everyone. The next topic is, why do I attract negativity? I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts. Have a beautiful day. Blessings and love to all. Okay, here we go. Pick a card number 4. How do I stop worrying? Birthing of the New Age. First card I got for you. Birthing of the New Age. That means you have to start fresh. That means whatever's going on with this worrying in your mind and you're constantly thinking, you got to stop worrying. So you got to start fresh by saying, what do I need to do to stop worrying? So the first thing is saying, I don't want to worry anymore. I'm going to start fresh. So your angels are telling me to tell you, you need to start fresh. That means whatever has happened to you in the past, let it go. If you let it go and surrender to it, now you can start controlling so you can stop the worrying. But you have to start fresh and let it go. Because if you don't let it go, you're going to keep on worrying. So just tell me to tell you to stop. The first step of stop worrying is you got to start fresh. Right from the start. Don't worry what is. Now what we're here to do is resolve it. Transformation is the next card. Transformation. That means you're going through a changeover. You want to better your life. You want things better for you. So you're going through that changeover. So to go through the changeover, that there's a belief system that you got to believe in so things to work out right. And then you can stop worrying. When you go through this spiritual changeover and this transformation, and then you feel that I'm going through changes and I feel off, and how do I handle it, and what do I do with it? Well, there's a transformation, a changeover, saying to yourself, all right, if you're ready to get rid of the change for the worse and get better, and you want the changeover to be better, start fresh, like I mentioned to you. So clean the slate, and then we'll work on the issues to resolve them. So there's a transformation that you're going through to work through it. So this way you have it under control and you stop this worrying. So there's a changeover that's taking place even right now that you can feel that you want to start new. You want to start fresh. and you want to give it, you want to be more enlightened soul. So just understand you are going through this changeover, so you can stop worrying. And we'll go more into detail with this. Now, don't dim to fit in. Don't dim to fit in. So what does that mean? That means don't lower your frequency. Feel great about yourself. Don't try to think you have to impress others. Be you. By being you, that means you're showing people that you have high self-esteem. You feel good about yourself. You may be worried about, well, what happens if this person says that person says that, and worried about it. Don't worry so much about it. What you want to do is you want to be yourself. When you're yourself, you can stop worrying about what other people think about you. Because if yourself, that's all it is. You don't have to go any further. So don't lower yourself at all. That's what could be one of the causes of you worrying about. You're trying to worry about what other people think and trying to make a good impression. No, be yourself. So that's one thing you could do about stop worrying about what other people think. As long as yourself, you got it made. But understand, through this changeover, you have to identify this. Best way to do it, go online and print out all your worries from family to friends within yourself. And knowing how to resolve it one thing at a time. That's part of the changeover now. But don't lower yourself at all and be yourself. And whatever you're doing, this is really emphasized and really strongly here, is be yourself. If you're yourself and you're doing what you need to do, you can stop worrying, but planning is also involved in knowing how to work through each one of them. Go online, put a chart for yourself, and go through each one of them. And this way, if you ever need to go back because your mind's worrying so much, go back to the computer. Don't do it to your mind. Star Mother. Star Mother. What does that mean? It means that you need to be more nurturing and loving to yourself, how your mother would take care of you. You need that feminine energy. You need to feel that love. You feel that connection, that bond, even though your mother may not be around anymore, or she is, but maybe you're not talking, or maybe she's too old to do it. But remember the memory of that. You need that energy, that nurturing, loving, caring, like your mother would give to you. And if your mother can't, bring those energies in by feeling the love how your mom did give you in the past, or even now you could bring those energies if it's happening. But you need that nurturing, loving, caring energy, that feminine energy, to feel that warmness, feeling protected, feeling safe, and knowing things are going to be okay with you, that things will be okay with you. But you need to feel that feminine energy, and you also need to be yourself. Even though this card says warrior woman, it doesn't matter. It could also go with men. Why? Because we're going to go back into the female energies now, dealing with whoever's going to help you through this. For you to feel more comfortable of stop worrying so much, you need to feel that feminine energy. That's where the nurturing, caring, loving. Not saying male energy is the nurturing, caring, and loving, but feminine energy is more about emotional support and love and grace and connection and protection, like a mother would do for a child. So know that's that warrior woman or man in you that's tough, but that warrior comes out with that feminine energy and says, I want to fight and feel good. I want to be myself. I want to enjoy my life. And how am I going to enjoy my life? That male energy is more domineering, like I'm control, I have the power. And you want the power, but you need more of that nurturing, caring, because look what's happening here. You have the storm mother. You need that feminine energy. And then it repeats again, but be tough with it as the warrior. But you need the feminine energy to feel that you have it, that you have it within you. So you have a little bit of the masculine energy, but more of the feminine energy, but you're showing that woman in the picture. That's what I was saying before. Just because it says warrior woman doesn't mean it's only for the women for this reading. It could be for the man too. Except they're saying, be warrior, be tough. But you need that feminine energy that you need to feel from people or from yourself. That nurturing, caring, loving energy that your mother would give to you. You need to feel that. To stop worrying, to know that you're going to be okay. And work through things. Don't lower yourself. Knowing that you're going through changes. Right? To start a new slate. Going through changes. Be yourself. Write things down. Work through things. Don't be hard on yourself. And remember, you deserve the best, but you need to feel that feminine energy, knowing that you're going to be okay. And you could call your angels to feel that female energy if you can't get in touch with it, and they'll make you feel. And if you work through each problem by writing it down, and you work through these steps and understanding the changes you're going through, and you move forward with it, that's how you stop worrying. Everyone, just remember to be loving to yourself, caring to yourself. Don't be hard on yourself, and take one step at a time. This is how we can control worrying so much. A little worrying is normal, but remember to really take care of yourself, love yourself, and enjoy life. I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts. If you ever need my help, or if you need my further help, go to my website, marchealingarts.com. That's M-A-R-C, marchealingarts.com. So this way I could help you further. I also do spiritual coaching, readings, healings, etc. So I have so many different ways that I could help you. Next time, when I do see you, that I'm really looking forward to see everyone. The next topic is, why do I attract negativity? I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts. Have a beautiful day. Blessings and love to all. Okay, here we go. Pick a card number 5. How do I stop worrying? Well, the first card I pulled up for you, the angels are saying, dance with life. You need to enjoy more. Stop worrying so much, but enjoy more. If you enjoy more, well, that's one of the things why you can stop worrying. You're worrying too much, but you're not enjoying it. Live in the moment, live in the present, or whatever you see in front of you. I don't care if it's a waterfall. I don't care if it's a walk at the park and you're looking around. Enjoy that. You need to focus more on what you're seeing and experiencing or feeling. So you got to get a little more in the moment. To stop worrying, you have to focus on the good things. Not saying that you're not, but focus on more things of the present moment. Be in the now. Focus on just allow things to flow and enjoy that waterfall. Enjoy that conversation with your friend. Enjoy about things, talk about yourself, about all the things you accomplished. So it's about letting go and surrendering. Let it flow. Be yourself, but also enjoy and allow things. The big key word here is allow things to flow. Enjoy every moment. If you worry so much you're not enjoying, you're missing out. Deep replenishment. Deep replenishment. What does that mean? Deep replenishment means that you need to recuperate. You're tired. You're exhausted. If you're tired and exhausted, how can you stop worrying when you have anxiety? You could have lack of sleep. That doesn't help. So how do you stop worrying when you have lack of sleep and you worry so much? then you feel like this anxiety is built up, and then you don't feel yourself. So they tell me to tell you, you need to get more rest and sleep because you're too tired to function and to move everyday life. So you need to catch up time for sleep time, meditation time. So if you recuperate more, that's one way to stop worrying. But also living in the present moment and seeing things how they are. If you're enjoying life more, you won't worry so much, right? Because you're focusing more on that than your own worrying. But you also need to get rest and sleep to recoup, to feel your best. Because if you don't feel your best, yes, you'll have anxiety and stress from that too. And that could cause worrying. So you need to recuperate and you need to live in the moment. So look at this. I love this. I pulled this out from the angels, and this card is to play. That means to have fun, enjoy. Why are you not having fun and enjoying? I'm not saying that you're not totally, but you need to have more of it. Because when you have more of it, then you're creating the balance of work and play. You need a balance here. Because when you have the balance between the two, things will flow better and you'll enjoy more because you're having more fun. You need to enjoy and have more fun. If you have more fun, that will loosen up from stop worrying. But you need rest. And you need to enjoy your surroundings. All three of them are right here for you to let you know how to stop worrying. The soul family comes into play for you. The soul family. So what does that mean? The soul family is like a connection of spiritual people on the earth here to talk to you. So you could go to people to educate you, to help you, to guide you, to support you. So it's not only you doing the work yourself, but ask for their help and guidance and support. So this way, you don't feel like you're alone and you're being guided and directing. And this soul family could be people on the earth or angels on the other side, either one or both. But ask for their guidance and support to help you so you could blossom and grow and evolve. And they'll help you through how to stop worrying. I would say by writing things down on a piece of paper or, keep like a journal or do it online or do anything to get those worries out and try to resolve them. But ask soul family for help. And that, again, it could be family members, it could be friends, it could be angels on the other side. Either way, ask for the help because they'll guide you and direct you so you are not alone at this. So how do you stop worrying? Have more fun and play. Right? So you're enjoying. Look at this one. Between this and this card, with the play card and dance with life, look what's going on here. That you need to loosen up more and play. Not always about work. But you also need to flow with it more, surrender, release, trust it. Let things come into place and live in the present moment of seeing things how they are and enjoying those moments. Either you're feeling it or you're seeing it. It could be a garden, it could be a person who you're talking to, it could be a trip, whatever it is. But also rejuvenate, it's really important. And you have the guidance and support from people or angels. They could guide you and support you through this so you're not alone. But remember about the journal. You know what I do in my business, I keep a journal of everything. So this way, instead of worrying about every little thing, I know what I see, what's in front of me. So instead of worrying about everything I have to do, I like to accomplish each thing because I write it down and solve it. Look at this. You must be really tired and exhausted because here's the next card is take a break. Take a break. So what does that mean? That means you're really burned out. You're really tired. So for you to be tired and exhausted, well, that's a good way of worrying a lot. So you really need to take a break of everything and get more rest, because look at this. The replenishment card is here. It's telling me for you to take a break. So you need to take a break, and knowing that things are going to work out and things are going to come into place for you. But you need to get rest and restore, because also they're telling me for you to play and have fun. Don't be so serious. And you have the guidance and the direction from angels, soul family members. But they want you to flow it. They want you to surrender. They want you to work through each one and resolve it. Right? Write it down and resolve each one at a time. Surrender, release from it. And work through one thing, one task at a time. And that's how you stop worrying. Everyone, just remember to be loving to yourself, caring to yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. And take one step at a time. This is how we can control worrying so much. A little worrying is normal. But remember to really take care of yourself, love yourself, and enjoy life. I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts. If you ever need my help, or if you need my further help, go to my website, marchealingarts.com. That's M-A-R-C, marchealingarts.com. So this way I can help you further. I also do spiritual coaching, readings, healings, etc. So I have so many different ways that I could help you. Next time, when I do see you, that I'm really looking forward to see everyone. The next topic is, why do I attract negativity? I'm Marc, the Spiritual Advisor for Marc Healing Arts. Have a beautiful day. Blessings and love to all.